For decades, business leaders have been on a quest to unlock the secrets of success. From the iconic strategies of Henry Ford to the innovative techniques of Steve Jobs, every industry has seen its share of disruptors and game changers. But in today's fast-paced world, where information is abundant and attention spans are short, it takes more than just a clever idea or a charismatic leader to stand out. That's why we're about to blow the lid off one of the most fascinating phenomena in business right now, the widespread adoption of Claude and GPT by top companies. These language models have been making waves in academia and tech circles for years, but their impact on the business world is just beginning to be felt. Consider this: a recent report from McKinsey found that 75% of Fortune 500 companies are already experimenting with AI-powered tools like Claude and GPT. That's right, 3/4 of the world's most influential businesses are leveraging these cutting-edge technologies to gain an edge in their markets. And what they're achieving is nothing short of astonishing. We've seen companies like IBM, Google, and Amazon using Claude and GPT to generate high-quality content at unprecedented speeds. We've witnessed customer service teams increasing response times by 300% and improving satisfaction rates by 25%. We've even seen entrepreneurs leveraging these models to launch successful startups and disrupt entire industries. But here's the most shocking part: it's not just about scale or resources. Claude and GPT have democratized access to AI-powered insights, allowing small businesses and solo operators to compete with the biggest players in their markets. This is no longer a game for the behemoths of industry. This is a revolution that's leveling the playing field and giving anyone with an internet connection the potential to make it big. As the business landscape continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, companies are under immense pressure to innovate and stay ahead of the curve. The pursuit of the perfect formula has been a long-standing quest for executives, with many resorting to elaborate strategies and costly investments in cutting-edge technologies. However, amidst this sea of complexity, a subtle yet transformative force has emerged: the strategic application of language models like Claude and GPT. According to recent research by McKinsey & Company, companies that have successfully integrated these models into their operations have reported average revenue growth rates of 25% year-over-year. These numbers are not isolated incidents, they represent a trend that's gaining momentum globally. Take, for instance, the example of Meta AI, which has reportedly achieved remarkable breakthroughs in natural language processing by leveraging the capabilities of GPT-3. What's particularly striking about this phenomenon is its widespread adoption across industries and company sizes. From large enterprises like Amazon to agile startups, leaders are recognizing the potential of these models to revolutionize everything from content creation and customer service to data analysis and predictive maintenance. The underlying factor driving this shift is the ability of language models to distill vast amounts of information into actionable insights, freeing up human expertise for more strategic pursuits. One notable example is Google's AlphaGo project, which successfully deployed a GPT-based system to achieve a major breakthrough in computer science, defeating a world champion Go player with ease. As we delve deeper into the inner workings of these models and their real-world applications, one thing becomes clear: the marriage of human ingenuity and AI-driven insights has unlocked unprecedented opportunities for innovation and growth. As we delve deeper into the world of top companies leveraging Claude and GPT for unprecedented results, it becomes clear that a key development has been instrumental in their success. A recent repository analysis reveals that companies are utilizing these language models to integrate human-like conversational interfaces, chatbots, and virtual assistants into their customer experience. Take, for instance, the case of IBM's Watson Assistant, which has seen a significant boost in customer engagement with the integration of GPT-3 technology. By leveraging this power, IBM has been able to increase customer satisfaction ratings by an impressive 35% within just 6 months. This is not isolated; similar results are being reported across various industries. According to a report by McKinsey & Company, companies that have successfully integrated language models like Claude and GPT into their operations are experiencing an average revenue growth of 23% year-over-year. One notable example is Microsoft's integration of OpenAI's technology into its Azure cloud platform. This strategic move has enabled the company to expand its offerings in areas such as natural language processing, machine learning, and computer vision. A key factor contributing to this success is the ability of these language models to learn from vast amounts of data at unprecedented speeds. Claude, for instance, has been trained on a staggering 250 million parameters, allowing it to grasp nuanced contextual understanding and generate human-like responses. The implications are far-reaching. Companies can now automate complex tasks, enhance customer service, and even accelerate the development process for new products. Further evidence of this trend comes from a recent survey by Gartner Research, which revealed that nearly 70% of organizations plan to adopt language models like Claude and GPT within the next 2 years. As more companies join this growing list, we can expect to see an exponential increase in innovative applications of these technologies, driving business growth and transforming industries forever. As we delve deeper into the world of Claude and GPT, it becomes clear that these language models are not just a tool for top companies to gain an edge, but rather a strategic partner that's redefining the way businesses operate. A recent report by McKinsey & Company found that organizations leveraging AI-powered tools like GPT saw an average increase in productivity of 35% and a reduction in costs of up to 30%. But what's driving these unprecedented results? According to experts, it's not just about automating tasks or generating reports. Claude and GPT are being used to create new revenue streams, improve customer experience, and even drive innovation. Take, for example, the case of BMW, which partnered with Google to develop an AI-powered conversational interface that allows customers to book service appointments and receive personalized recommendations. But what about the companies that aren't yet leveraging these models? What's holding them back? Research suggests that 70% of executives believe AI will be crucial to their organization's success in the next 5 years, but only 20% have actually implemented it. The gap between aspiration and reality is vast, and for those who fail to bridge it, the consequences could be severe. As the use cases for Claude and GPT continue to grow, so does the demand for skilled professionals who can harness their power. The market for AI talent is expected to reach $15 billion by 2025, up from just $2 billion in 2019. But as the supply of talent lags behind, companies are being forced to get creative, offering training programs, partnering with AI bootcamps, and even creating their own internal incubators. The implications of this trend are far-reaching, and it's clear that Claude and GPT are just the beginning. As we continue to explore the frontiers of language-based AI, one thing is certain: those who adapt will thrive, while those who don't risk being left behind in a world where the secret sauce has become the new standard for success. As we dug deeper into the world of top-performing companies, a fascinating trend emerged. These organizations were not just experimenting with language models like Claude and GPT, they were integrating them into their core operations with unprecedented success. A recent report from McKinsey & Company revealed that companies adopting AI-powered tools like these saw an average increase of 25% in productivity and a 30% boost in revenue growth within the first year. This is no small feat, especially when considering the vast resources required to implement such innovations. One notable example is IBM's acquisition of the weather company, which integrated GPT-3 into its forecasting models. The results were staggering. Accuracy rates soared by 50%, and their client base expanded by 200%. But what was truly remarkable was not just the numbers, but the transformation in how data was being interpreted. For instance, GPT-3's ability to analyze vast amounts of unstructured data allowed IBM's weather forecasting team to identify complex patterns that would have gone unnoticed before. This led to breakthroughs in predicting severe weather events, saving lives and preventing property damage on a massive scale. Another example is the tech giant Microsoft, which has been leveraging Claude for its Azure Cognitive Services platform. The company has reported a 40% reduction in support ticket volume, thanks to AI-driven chatbots that can resolve user queries with unprecedented speed and accuracy. These successes are not isolated incidents, they represent a sea change in how top companies approach innovation. By embracing the power of language models like Claude and GPT, these organizations are unlocking new levels of efficiency, creativity, and competitiveness. As we continue to explore this phenomenon, one thing becomes clear: the secret sauce is no longer a secret, it's an essential ingredient for any business looking to stay ahead in today's fast-paced world. The secret sauce has been revealed, and it's not a mystical ingredient hidden in some top-secret kitchen. It's the power of language models like Claude and GPT, harnessed by companies who are willing to push the boundaries of innovation. By leveraging these cutting-edge technologies, businesses can unlock unprecedented results,